I wrote Models of Change because for a long time I felt that we just do not give enough value to design. The clue's in the subtitle, where I say the impact of designerly thinking on everyday life and the environment. And the impact is much greater than we normally think. I think there is a tendency to believe that design is a kind of decorative activity where you add something to something more serious. But really the human ability to consider change, to consider that the environment could be different in the future to the way it is now, is fundamental to the success of Homo sapiens. Success, I say, but it's also quite dangerous. When this ability has been linked with market forces, with capitalism, with consumption out of control, it becomes something which actually threatens the future of the planet, and so our own future. The focus of my work has been on the way in which designers think. We rather take for granted the idea that we can imagine the future, but it is a very remarkable capacity, one that other animals do not have. We do it through a form of cognitive modelling. We make models in the mind which represent the environment, which represent the future. In fact, we can model the past, we can experience the present, and we can model the future. That's happening in the mind. Designers have developed a great range of ways of getting beyond the mind and getting their ideas out in the form of plans, in the form of models, in the form of writing, in the form of numbers. And taken together, these provide an extraordinarily powerful way for us to consider what the future could be like and what it should be like. Now, I would argue that we've neglected this faculty that we have, both in education and in everyday life. What we really need to do now, if we're going to save the planet, is to refocus on this ability of ours to model the future, make it better and clearer in the way we do it, and so perhaps take better decisions about how the future will be. People who need to consider the significance of these ideas include politicians, educationalists, and people at large. We tend to think that we can imagine the future reasonably accurately, but all the evidence is that we're not very good at it. We need to get better. It is really now a matter of survival. If we don't model the future well and accurately, we don't know which decisions to take. And the decisions we're taking are now so important that they can affect the whole future of the planet, not only ourselves, but also other animals. The book has a key message, and it's this: we really need to understand designerly thinking more thoroughly. We need to get inside the processes so that we can make better judgments about them. Are we doing a good job with them, or are they flawed in some way? This isn't something just for big business or for big corporations. It's something that will help people in their everyday lives. At home, we're all designers of our own environment and indeed of our own lives. I'd very much like to reconceptualize the consumer as a domestic designer, somebody who's taking all kinds of decisions about their environment and their family, which affect, first of all, them, and then go out in waves to affect their community, the nation, and beyond that, the world. The book is the result, really, of 10 years' work. It's been tough going in many ways. There have been moments when I wondered whether it would ever get finished. On the other hand, it has provided wonderful opportunities to work with colleagues and tremendously stimulating discussions with people. And I do tremendously value the input that has come through the seminars that we held at Loughborough, where I was able to gather views and opinions from people from all over the world. They really did affect the way I thought about this. I've wondered about how to follow up with the book. And in a way, Loughborough Design Press is itself a sequel, a follow-up to it. I'm hoping that we can pursue many of the ideas in the book further. It would also be very nice to be able to do some more filming, and as an exhibition curator I'd like to see it expressed in exhibition form. My wife Krisha Brahotska and I have plans for an exhibition and a book which would look at the importance of aesthetics in relation to design and indeed into the whole of human life. I think this is another area which we constantly undervalue.